for long awaited the big
Woo!
show.
You know that we knock 'em down. CBT, CBT, CBT. Yeah, we know we knock 'em down. CBT. You know we knock 'em down.
What up, YouTube? It's your boy Big Cool coming to you from Colossal Boxing Talk along with
Smooth Cat, how y'all doing, YouTube?
Man, and we are back with the long awaited the big
Woo!
show. But we're glad to be back. The last time you seen
Absolutely.
us, what you saying, Smooth Cat?
No, I just said absolutely. I'm agreeing with you.
The last time you seen us was 2 years ago. Almost exact when we broke down the James DeGale, Andre Durrell, IBF super middleweight title fight. And strangely enough, 2 years later, we're breaking down the IBF welterweight title fight between an American and a UK fighter. So where do we start, Smooth Cat? Tell the people where you been at, man, before we get started into this breakdown prediction video.
Okay. First off, ladies and gentlemen, you know me. I like to dibble and dabble into multiple endeavors. So and stuff now. So I'm trying to get everything to par with that, and I just officially got my stuff copyrighted.
Oh.
So that's good news. But now, like I said, I'm still in the process of getting an illustrator, a consistent illustrator. Once that happens, you'll be hearing about Smooth Cat Comics.
Yeah, Terraflex, man, dope. Need to check it out. Once he publishes it, that shit is dope. And he broke the news. He got it copyrighted. He about to get the illustrator. So check out that, man. I've been telling him to go and start a channel. But we're going to talk about that a little later. Right now, we here for the IBF welterweight title fight, the mega showdown in the welterweight division between two of his best fighters. Special K, Kell Brook, taking on the truth, Errol Spence. 21-0, 18 knockouts against, I think Brook is 36-1 with 25 knockouts?
Yeah, 26, I believe.
Okay, 26 knockouts. So let's dive right into it. What do you think about when you hear Kell Brook is the underdog in his home country? What do you think? What do you feel about that?
Me, honestly, that's a testament to how excellent Errol Spence has been looking. And I mean, a lot of people. I'm not gonna lie. I actually been one of the ones. I kind of give Spence some flack for certain things, but I will give credit to where credit is due. When you get in the ring with Errol Spence, he's making you fight his fight. He's aggressive. He puts his punches together well, and I mean, hell, he's beating the hell out of people. And he's beating the Algiers, the Leonard Bundles, the Sammy Vargases. He's beating the hell out of these guys. So, I mean, you got to give him credit for what he's done. But, I mean, this fight here is a huge step up in my opinion. And I think a lot of people are underestimating Kell Brook in this one dramatically.
To that, I'm gonna play. excuse me. I'm gonna talk about some of the negatives. Even though I love Errol Spence as a fighter, and like I said, I like Kell Brook too. He's very skillful. But some of the things that people are kind of overlooking in Errol Spence's defense is that he is hittable. He can be hit. He was hit against what's the tall guy from South America? I was watching that fight like last week, and even though he dominated the fight, I'm trying to think of his name. He was a South African cat.
Are you talking about not Larte, right?
No, not Larte. He's a white South African guy. Damn, it's a common name.
What's his name? He was undefeated too. What's his name? I can't get it. It's like right there on the tip of my tongue.
Yeah, we'll look it up, man. We'll probably get it back to before we wrap up the show. But the thing I don't like that Errol Spence does is that when he's going in for the attack, he leans in, which exposes all this. And we know that Kell Brook loves to throw. The uppercut is one of the punches he will throw. And if you're leaning in, exposing all this, you can't got nothing to guard that. You know what I'm saying? And you're already off balance once you're leaning in, extending yourself to throw, your straight left hand and hit in Spence's case, which him being a southpaw, that's what he's going to throw. So if you leaning in already, all your force going, all your weight going to the front, if he time that, step back and catch you with something big, you're going to be on the ground looking up, dazed, looking in the referee's face as he count 1, 2, 3 or whatever. So Spence is going to have to be very disciplined when he's coming in for the attack. He cannot square himself up because although I don't like Kell Brook going to the ropes, which he did stupidly against Gennady Golovkin, whether he was forced or he went there voluntarily, he can counter. And I don't like either guy squaring himself up, but he seems to at times be comfortable fighting off of the ropes. And he has a very accurate right hand. So once Spence gets him to the ropes, he needs to be intelligently attacking the body, throwing shots up top, moving his head, having his chin tucked, and his hands high and tight so he don't get caught with something big. Because, like I said, Kell Brook is the special one for a reason. He is the IBF title, the champion. He came over to America, defeated Sean Porter in I wouldn't say it wasn't a dominating like a 9-3 type victory, but it was a decisive victory where he just simply jabbed his way and threw the right hand. One simple 1-2. His timing, just enough subtle movements, is something that could play in his favor if Spence gets reckless. What do you feel about that assessment?
Actually, I honestly, I really like that assessment a lot. Now, what I will kind of add to it, okay, for Spence. Now, something also that I don't like that he does. Now, you kind of mentioned it earlier when you said about the leaning in. Okay, Errol Spence, before he throws multiple shots, he has to set his feet, and he fully plants his feet, and he sits there, he digs in, and then goes for it. Now, against a guy like Kell Brook, who we know who can move around the ring, he has good lateral movement, and that, like I say, that jab is, I think, is the key to this fight for Spence, because that jab is very underrated, but it's powerful, it's fast, and it's hard.
You talking about Spence's jab or Kell Brook's?
No, Brook's jab.
Okay, yeah.
Now on the flip side, like you said, the Kell Brook, sometimes it's like he tried to test his bravado with the leaning up on the ropes and trying to fight back off the ropes. I mean, which is fine in spots. The thing is, you don't want to make that something that you're doing all fight, because then you give Errol Spence the advantage to set his feet, like I just said, and he can dig the power into his shots. What you want Spence doing, you want to throw your jab and hit him with the straight right and do what you were doing to Porter. Keep turning him, because when Spence can't set his feet, that's when he throws the lunging shots. And when he lunges, he's right there for your counter. So, I mean, like I say, Brook needs to just box and stay patient. Be patient all night long. Let Spence be the one to get a little antsy, because this is his first big dance. So you show him you've been here before, and let's see how he reacts to, like I said, not only the first big dance, but let's see how he reacts to that UK crowd, because that UK crowd is crazy. Dude, hey, before it's all said and done, I definitely have to get over there for a fight. I want to be a part of that atmosphere.
We definitely gonna have to work on that, in the coming, months and years. And let's talk about some of the things that Kell Brook, I don't like Kell Brook that he does. One of them we already mentioned. He retreats himself back voluntarily to the ropes. And I don't know if that's because he's tired or, because if you watch the fight, because he did it against Carson Jones, and that's a fight that he struggled with, and Carson Jones isn't on the level of a Spence or Gennady Golovkin or Sean Porter, and he fought him twice. And I don't know if that was just, we all young fighters for the most part have that guy that give them a tough fight. But for him to struggle like that with Carson Jones, somebody that Spence would just wipe away, that kind of leads me to believe that, maybe it's some lack of focus in that fight, because, you got a guy that's inferior, you need to handle business. It doesn't matter what he says to you. You need to focus on that. A lot of fighters get caught up into the trash talking, and people want to know, man, look, you trying to win and look good doing it.
Exactly.
And I think that he has matured from that. Even though, it caught up with him against a Golovkin, but Golovkin was going to win that fight anyway. Even though he was getting touched up and he felt the power of Brook, the way he cut the ring off and the way that, Brook's emotions and nervousness got to him, it made him gas so quick. And plus the fire he was getting hit with was just unbearable, plus the broken eye. But he cannot square himself up. He cannot allow Spence to do what Brook couldn't do. I mean, not Brook, but what Porter couldn't do. And although there's different style-wise, we know Spence don't mind fighting in the phone booth. And he's way bigger than Deshaun Porter. He's, 5'10", naturally bigger. He's more stronger with physically probably. I don't know about physically, but punch-wise, he's much stronger. So Brook is going to have to do what he did against Sean Porter, but much better. He's going to have to let off more combinations. That simple jab right hand, it might be effective early, but Spence has more dimensions to his game than Sean Porter does. He can box.
I agree.
He can counter, and he's much powerful, and he's going to make an assertive effort to rip that body. And he can't do that if he's fighting at your distance. If you can keep the fight in the middle of the ring, and like you said earlier, turn him, always giving him different angles. If you keep it in the middle of the ring, it's a simple fight. I mean, it seems simple, but both of these guys are elite welterweight, so of course you're gonna have to dig deeper into your toolbox to pull out more tools to put, to win the fight. But if you automatically go to the corner or go to the ropes, it's like just saying, just hit me right here, just break my ribs. That's what I want you to do, and he cannot do that. And Spence can't get frustrated because we just don't know how he's going to react. Him fighting over there in the Olympics or in the amateurs is totally different than him fighting in the professional.
In front of 80,000 potential people.
Yes, for a title. If he loses, he loses a shot at a title. He loses his undefeated record. He loses that stigma that he is the truth, even because that's his nickname. They call him the truth. If he loses this fight, fine, it happened. But you can't lose a fight being stupid and just get whitewashed, because people gonna be looking at you like, you wasn't the truth, you was the lie. They're
gonna start calling him hype job is what they're gonna start doing.
Exactly, but I do love his mentality. He hasn't really talked a lot of shit. He's not a disrespectful guy. He says what any one of us would say. Man down, if that's our mantra, or we gonna win. Like he said today, the talking is over. We got a glove up, lace him up Saturday night. And it's his job to show everybody that he's the real deal. I like his mentality. I like the way he's respectful, but he's confident to Kell Brook. So anything else you want to add in terms of that? His first time in a professional fight, facing not only physical adversity against another elite guy, but also the crowd.
Actually, like I say, I mean, something else I'm really interested in seeing. I'm interested in seeing. Okay, that's like. Okay, I'm not saying that the ref will necessarily be on Kell's side, but I'm interested in seeing if things aren't going Spence's way, how will he respond to that? Is he gonna do what we've seen some other potential superstars like the Mayweathers, the Robert Guerreros, those type? Is he gonna do what they did and respond back and showcase greatness, or is he gonna do what some other potential guys we thought could be great, the Jeff Lacey's, other words, or is he going to do what they do and fold in that big moment? We'll find out Saturday night for sure. We definitely will.
Definitely. I mean, and we can respect if he loses, we're going to give Brook credit. But if Spence loses in an honorable way where, hey, shit happened. He didn't quit fighting. He gave it his all. He had his moment. Then he not a hype job. Because it ain't like this. He's an over. I guess you would say it's a 60-40 people leaning towards him. But it's not like he will be a hype job. It's just you think that much of him because maybe that's just, he's our best American prospect. Or go ahead, what you say?
Because he's been that good. He's been that good. And he's shown you multiple dimensions of his game and the way he's dominating people. I mean, like I say, he deserves some of the hoopla he's getting. Yeah. But like I say, the only bad part about it for fighters is like if they lose, the same people with the hoopla turn into the hype job. You suck. you lost, you ain't shit, and all that type. That's the type of stuff that irritates me because it's like, okay, one loss, being undefeated does not make you the greatest of all time. I don't care how many times that individual calls himself whatever, and that's his thing. If Floyd Mayweather believes he's the best ever, let him believe that. But okay, for Errol Spence, dude, you don't have to be undefeated to be the greatest. Sugar Ray Robinson isn't unbeaten. Henry Armstrong isn't unbeaten. Hell, Muhammad Ali ain't unbeaten. Roberto Duran, I mean, I can go on and on and on. So being unbeaten is not everything.
It's not, but go ahead, my bad, go ahead.
Okay, and like I said, one last point is just like this, just to be honest. If you, okay, I can be, 27, I got a 27 win and 23 losses. Like I said on my last video.
Yeah.
I'd rather be the guy 27 and 23 and I done fought everybody available and I put my best for it than to be that undefeated guy who's literally fought damn near nobody. And then I'm sitting there, everybody arguing at me about, oh, you're not great because you didn't fight this guy, you didn't fight that guy. I would rather be the guy who fought everybody and I didn't beat everybody than be the guy who beat everybody I faced and get no credit for it any day of the week.
Exactly. And like I said, man, being undefeated isn't losing. If he loses, which I hope he doesn't, it's not the end all be all because his mentality anyway is that he's going to bounce back. It's just some people lose, some people don't. Some people lose early, some people lose late. B-Hop lost his first professional fight. What we talk about B-Hop now? All-time great fighter.
One of the greats.
Probably
Henry Armstrong lost his first professional fight.
Second, or you say he the GOAT, but some people, high as I see him, is top 5, top 2. And that's exactly. All fighters. That's not just his era. That's all fighters. Top 2.
All time.
Yeah, not top 2 of the 1940s or the 50s and 60s. That's all fighters. Or the 1800s or early 1900s. So, I mean, it's all about how you carry yourself. It's all about how you face adversity in that ring. And like I said, man, it ain't got we not claiming a loss for him. You know what I'm saying? I'm rooting for him because he's an American, and I would love to see, our Americans do well. And it's not like we just hopeful because it's not like he's one of those guys like Andre Berto going in this fight where we know the skill level between Brook and Berto will be at a nice size disparity. Yeah, so it's not like we just going here, oh, well, we being biased. We both giving Kell Brook an excellent chance because, honestly, I could see Kell Brook winning this fight. Because there's a little nervousness in me because I seen him perform. I see what he did against Triple G before he got knocked out. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Not knocked out, before his corner threw his towel. Yeah, I don't want to do him like that because he didn't get knocked out. He didn't touch the canvas. So, I mean, this is a great fight, man. This is the fight I wanted to see. It's up there, We got other big fights that didn't happen, but I believe this fight is going to live up to the expectations. I think that both guys are going to bring it. But it's going to be interesting to see how Kell Brook feels and how he is making weight. Because I know early he was like 148 a couple days ago, but that's a crazy drop-off. Ask Roy Jones or anybody that's fought at two weight, divisions above their natural weight. And then drop back down to come at that weight they're usually fighting at. It doesn't end well. But Spence did acknowledge that Kell Brook is a big motherfucker. I shared the video in the group message. So what you think about that? I saw that. What you think about? Did you feel like I didn't sense nervousness, but I sense like, damn, I ain't really think that motherfucker was that big. You know what I'm saying? We faced off, but what you think?
Okay, what I call from that, it was like I think Spence was like, okay, he's a big guy. Wow, I didn't know he was that big. It's kind of what I said. I don't think it's necessarily that he's scared because, like I say, I mean, as a former fighter, not no pro fighter, but as a former fighter myself, I didn't catch myself being scared of guys that were bigger than me.
Yeah.
Or the muscle. I never was scared of that.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm gonna tell you the thing that used to worry me when I used to see a guy like a super slim, skinny guy, like in my weight class, and he lightning fast. Now that used to like have me thinking like, okay, I got to work a little harder for him. But like I said, honestly, I think Spencer. I think he's as ready as he gonna get for this fight.
Yeah.
And I believe, like I say, Saturday night, I believe we're gonna see a good show.
And what I take it from it is that he was like, damn, he big at 147 because when they met up previously, it was to announce the fight. You know what I'm saying? And he already was big then because he probably had to be about 170, 175. And now
Hmm.
it's like 2 days before the fight. You're like, damn, this motherfucker is big at 147. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think it's no fear factor, but it's just like shocking. Like, this motherfucker really is a big dude. So I'm gonna really have to bring it, and because if not, I can lose. But with all that been said, anything you want to break down? You might have forgot that Kell does something you don't like or you do like, and vice versa for Spence.
Okay. Um. Okay. Like I say, another thing with Spence. Um. Okay, that's like we were kind of saying. When he throws his punches, Spencer's the type of guy. He's what I call a take a picture type of guy sometimes.
I was just about
Because
to
at
say
the end
that.
of a combination, he hit you with a shot, and he take that picture and smile or either frown up and right. He takes the picture. And you don't want to do that with a guy like Kell Brook, who basically showed you, okay, if you hit me, I'm still gonna try to hit you back. And who knows if the shot that Kell might hit him with might be harder than the one that he took, and it could potentially drop him. And okay, for Brook, like I said, Brook, I mean, because we know sometimes he like to take his breaks in some fights.
Yeah.
Now the thing with taking your breaks, you have to be methodical with your breaks. That means you go get your little five to 10 deep breaths. Then you go ahead, throw some punches, and move around. You you have to stay on your feet in this fight. Don't sit there and do not get stationary, because when you get stationary, you give Errol Spence the opportunity to key in right on you, and you don't want him to key in and get the attacking your body and hit you with combos. You want to make it hard for him to land the combos. You don't even want him to touch your body until later on in the fight.
I definitely agree, and it's something that Kell Brook he can't really because he do it a little bit too when he lighten you up. He kind of will admire his work, and he
Hmm.
can't do that. Like I said, he's gonna have to keep his composure. He's gonna have to because he can gas. He kind of gets a little tired if it's too fast of a pace of a fight. What I like to see Spence do is throw combinations. You know what I'm saying? I don't really he throws combinations, but not like you would want to see. He's very powerful, so he'll throw a 3 punch combination maybe at the most. But I want to see him throw combinations to give Kell Brook just different looks because Kell Brook is assuming that he's gonna strictly come to the body, and we know he eventually that body work will come, but he needs to come out there and shock him. He needs to maybe he gonna work. Maybe he worked on speed in this fight. For this fight, to throw more combinations, fluid, letting his hand go 3-4 punch combinations consistently. And once he get, like I said, once he gets Kell Brook backing up, man, he's gonna just have to be smart with everything. He gonna have to learn. He gonna have to know that which I think he does because he doesn't really press for the knockout. But once he gets you hurt, he does have that killer instinct. It's okay to box, but he's gonna have to box effectively and land punishing blows, clear shots because he's in Kell Brook's backyard. And I don't know if it goes to a decision, man, or if it goes the distance. I don't know if I can see Errol Spence getting a fair shake. But Kell Brook got a fair shake over here against Sean Porter and won a majority decision. So it's possible. I think we covered all aspects of the fight. Do you think so, or you?
Absolutely, absolutely. I'm glad to, like I said, I'm glad the Big Smooth Show is back.
Definitely, we're gonna bring more of that too. Not just for breakdowns, but other shit that we feel the need to talk about. So with that being said, Smooth Cat, I'm gonna let you go and give your final prediction for this mega fight. Let's go.
All right. Like I said, this is a fight. For a while I've been up in the air on it, and the last 3 weeks, I've been seeing something in tape, and it's consistent. I mean, I call myself. I'll review multiple fights, and I'm like, okay, I keep seeing this same thing, and it's glaring. it's a glaring weakness, and the individual I'm talking about who has this weakness is Errol Spence,
Oh, okay.
and his weakness is his inability to deal with the jab, because if we watched the Chris Algieri fight and a few other fights, he was getting hit with that jab and hooks and straight rights. He was getting hit a lot. So, like you say, he is hittable.
Mm-hmm.
But in this fight, Kell Brook is by far the I think the biggest puncher Spence has been in with since Emmanuel Larte.
Mm-hmm.
And we know, like I say, Larte did have a moment where he shook Spence up. That's nothing big. Anybody can get hit
Oh, yeah,
and
yeah,
anybody can get shook up.
yeah.
But when you combine the skills, the ability, and the diehard mentality that Kell Brook has, I mean, as solid as I believe Errol Spence is, I can't see Errol Spence beating him. I got Kell Brook winning this fight by unanimous decision in a
Easily.
very entertaining fight. A kind of 116, 112 ish type, 8 rounds to 4, something like that.
So he puts on a better performance than Jeff Lacey, but not
Oh, oh,
but not much better.
absolutely. Now, I don't think Spence gonna go over there and pull a Lacey. I really don't. But it is possible, but I don't think that's gonna happen.
Highly doubtful. All right, man. Well, Smooth Cat got the unanimous decision for Kell Brook, has him retaining his IBF welterweight title. Man, like I said, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Watching film on both guys, especially Spence, I'm worried about the defensive side of it. I'm worried because he's hittable, and although he has progressed, he still did some things against Chris Algieri that I didn't like. I mean, in the middle of exchanges, hell, Chris Algieri was out of position and still managed to hit him with a left hook. When he had him, after he had him hurt, it was like they was on the side of the ring in the corner, and Spence's
I
back was
was
against.
watching.
Yeah, yeah, and he hit him. And Paulie, I think whoever called, he's like, "Oh, Spence hit him with." Algieri hit him with a nice left hook in the midst of a exchange. He can't get wild and reckless because he does get wild and reckless and kind of overextends when he goes to throw his shots. But when he has you hurt, he needs to keep everything straight, sharp, quick, and short. He doesn't need to, do any crazy things, man. Because this is gonna be a great fight, man. I believe it.
Absolutely.
Brook proved to us that he's a top 147, if not the top guy. He did it. He proved that he could.
One time.
Yeah, well, skill. Yeah, one time is the best guy, but under him right now is Kell Brook, and then I guess Spence. But he proved against Golovkin that he can counter, and I was rooting
Absolutely.
for him hard in that fight, and he I don't care what Golovkin or anybody said. Golovkin felt those shots. He briefly hurt him. I'm not saying like you just said anybody can get hurt.
Right. Anybody was right.
Golovkin was looking like, oh yeah, that shit. I'm glad he wasn't a natural middleweight. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Uh huh.
But man, I got faith in Spence, man. I believe that a combination with his skills, his power, his mentality, his mindset, that he's a professional and that he's ready to die for that title. He's ready to get off the canvas for it, which he might have to get off the canvas for. I don't trust the eye. I don't believe that eye is fully healed, man. I mean, I don't believe it, and I know Brook has been saying, well, he's been sparring. But we all know that's 50% fighting, and they fighting with 16 or sparring with 16 to 18-ounce gloves, sometimes bigger than that. I just think that once those shots get to firing and Spence kind of gets that composure, like, okay, everything gonna be all right. He takes that first shot, okay. I think the body shots are gonna wear down Brook, and I expect him to have his moments. I expect the fight to be close, maybe 4-4, 5-5 going into the later rounds, you know what I'm saying? Or one of them up a couple, rounds, but it's close and competitive swing rounds. But with that being said, I don't want to draw this out too much longer. I'm going with Errol the Truth Spence via 10th round TKO. I think that it's going to be too much pressure. I think the drop in weight will be too much. And I think the eye isn't going to hold up, which I hope I'm wrong because I don't want Brook to continue to have eye problems that'll affect his career. But I'm going with Errol Spence, man. The Truth, man down, new IBF welterweight champion. 10th round TKO.
Hey, only thing I'm gonna say, and like I say, I mean, I like Errol Spence, but Errol Spence gonna get some chocolate brownies. It's Kell Brook-Errol.
I'm not even gonna say that. I'm gonna edit that part out because I don't know what kind of lingo that is. I know he's saying it, whatever right him. That just don't sound right. As my boy Twan would say, should no other man be offering
Chocolate brown.
unless
Hey,
they weed brownies. So
hey, I ain't gonna lie. I heard when I first heard that, I was crying, laughing. Like what?
get some chocolate brownies. You're not chocolate brownies. And also shout out to my boy Liam from TCR. We did a little skit. I'm in the process of editing it up. I'm gonna try to throw it in before y'all see this video. But remember, like this video, man. Subscribe to Colossal Boxing Talk. Follow us at Twitter, on Twitter, at Colossal CBT. Then head over to Facebook and like that Facebook page, man. For real. If y'all rock with us, Smooth Cat, tell them, man.
Hey, also leave your comments in the comment section, and kind of like I said on the last video. I mean, you don't have to agree with what we saying. You don't have to. But like I say, leave comments below. You know, it's definitely interesting to get the comments from. I mean, to hear different perspectives from different boxing minds. But and I'm gonna reiterate this part too. For you trolls and you little idiots who like to cuss and call people stupid and all that, fuck y'all. The hell with y'all. CBT is about the real diehard boxing fans. The fickle fans, deuces.
Hey man, like I said, hopefully we can give you more of this. You can see more Smooth Cat and solo videos, more hangouts, man. We trying to get the band back together. Like I said,
Oh, that's
right?
cool.
Yeah, what you
Sweet
say?
chin.
Go ahead.
No, no. I said absolutely get the band back together, tune it up, and we hit up for some sweet chin music.
Land of SmackDown. But like I said, man, if y'all really rock with us, man, hit that subscribe button. All you gotta do is hit the subscribe button. Watch our videos, give it a like. If you dislike it, and tell us why. We ain't sensitive over here. It's Big Cool,
Exactly.
Smooth Cat. Also, shout out to our brother John J.G. Garner. He'll be making his presence felt sometime soon. Shout out to our brother
GG.
Miggity Mouse. He really don't do the boxing talk as much no more, but he's still our brother from Puerto Rico. Miguel Torres. Shout out to the Money Man, the Vegas Man, Elton Colston, Elton Mayweather. Shout out to my boy Christopher King too, man, aka Goodfella. Boxing.
Hey, absolutely, man. Shout out to TJ.
Subscribe to his shit too, man. Subscribe to his channel, man. He be putting in that work, man. He a one-man army, and I applaud him for that. But I ain't gonna be a one-man army. We a fucking team, CBT, and he gonna be on this shit sometime soon too, man. So with that being said, until next time, we are out. Peace.
Peace. Take it easy.
You know how we knock 'em down. CBT, CBT, CBT. Yeah, we know we knock 'em down.